Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to cut through the noise and get you straight to the knowledge you can use. Today, we're tackling something that, well, it can feel a bit like a maze sometimes. Banking. Specifically, how we talk, how we communicate when we're dealing with banks. Especially if maybe English isn't your first language. We've gone through an English learning audio segment, one designed to basically arm you with practical language for those common bank interactions. So our mission for you today, it's simple. Distill the most crucial phrases, the key terms, and the general flow of conversation from this source. We want to give you a real shortcut so you don't just understand it, but you actually feel confident, in control next time you visit a bank.
That's so true. I mean, for a lot of people, just dealing with banks is complex enough, right? But then you add navigating it in a second language. Well, the anxiety can definitely go up. And it's not just about knowing the dictionary definition of words. It's really about grasping the nuance, the flow, how to be polite, how to be clear, and honestly, how to be efficient. Because in banking, precision really, really matters.
Yeah, efficiency is key.
So this deep dive, we hope, will give you that critical clarity, make things smoother, more effective, save you time, save you potential headaches.
Absolutely. The practical side of this is just huge. Okay, all right, let's unpack this thing. So the source material jumps right into a really common scenario.
Yeah.
You need to open a savings account. Picture it. You walk in, and the customer starts things off very directly but politely. Good morning. I'd like to open a savings account, please. Simple, clear. So it's a good tone.
Right. And what's interesting is how quickly the bank officer gets to the essentials. The immediate response is something like, do you have a valid ID and proof of address? And it's not just red tape. This is fundamental. Banks have to verify who you are. It's legal regulations like, anti-money laundering laws. Understanding why they ask for that first helps you be ready, makes the whole thing quicker.
Totally. Preparation is key. And the source is helpful here. It gives concrete examples. A passport for ID, maybe a utility bill for the address.
Exactly. Common documents.
Then the officer might guide you through choices. Like, okay, do you want a basic account or a premium one? Which, usually means different features, maybe different fees or minimum balances.
Yeah, you got to know what you're signing up for.
And once that's sorted, the next steps are laid out pretty clearly. Okay, you'll need to fill out this form. And they might mention options like you can also manage this online or through our mobile app.
And crucially, before you commit, they usually cover the key money details, like the minimum deposit, maybe it's $100, for instance. And they'll tell you when the account will actually be usable, often within 24 hours after you make that deposit.
Right.
So that clear step-by-step exchange using those specific terms, it just streamlines everything, reduces the chance of, misunderstandings about what's needed or when your money is available.
Okay, so that interaction seems straightforward, but this is where it gets really interesting, I think. That simple dialogue, it was packed with really crucial vocabulary, words that carry a lot of weight in a bank. So let's break these down, not just what they mean, but why using them precisely is so vital. Take savings account. Simple enough, right? It's where you save money. But saying savings account tells the bank you're looking for something specific, probably low risk, maybe earning a bit of interest, definitely different from a checking account you use daily. The source uses it directly. I opened a savings account today. Very standard.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, like the accuracy here is just paramount. You mentioned valid ID. It's not just any ID card you have lying around.
Right.
A valid ID means something specific. Government issued, current, legally recognized, like a passport, driver's license, that kind of thing. Banks need this for KYC.
Know your customer rules.
KYC, right? Heard that one. Yeah. And proof of address is similar. It's not just any letter with your name on it. It has to be something official, like that utility bill or a lease agreement, maybe even another bank statement. It legally confirms where you live now. Getting these terms right prevents mix-ups that could seriously delay things or even get your request turned down.
That makes perfect sense. Okay, next one. Deposit. Seems basic money you put in your account, like I deposited $100 today.
Yep, straightforward.
But it's also the action that often triggers the next step, like making that new account active, within 24 hours. We also heard form. Again, sounds simple, but in a bank, a form is usually a legal document. It's designed to capture specific, sometimes sensitive information accurately. It's official. So when they say, please fill out this form, they're guiding you through providing necessary data. And lastly, online banking. Using the internet or the app to manage your money. The example was, I pay bills using online banking. That highlights a huge benefit, right? handling stuff without going into the branch. Big time saver for you. So each of these terms, savings account, valid ID, proof of address, deposit, form, online banking, they're like building blocks for talking confidently and efficiently at the bank.
Absolutely foundational terms.
Okay, so let's move beyond just opening an account.
Ugh.
The source material also touches on other really common things you might need to do, like say you just want to know how much money is in your account. Check your balance. The customer's request is super direct. I want to check my balance.
Simple and clear.
And the banker's response usually involves needing your account number. Can I have your account number, please? It's about security and speed.
Right. They need to pull up your specific information. That account number is the key.
These examples really show how adaptable that simple, polite language is, and also how important it is to be prepared.
Exactly. Knowing you'll likely need your account number for a balance check, or remembering that a rent agreement is a good example of new proof of address if you've moved, that kind of preparation just makes these everyday tasks go so much smoother. Less fuss.
Yeah, definitely less fuss. And what about changing your address? Super common thing people need to do. The customer asks directly, can I also change my address? And the banker follows up, predictably, asking for that new proof of address, maybe mentioning a rent agreement as an example.
See, it follows a pattern. Same core need. Prove who you are, prove where you live now.
It really hammers home that knowing the terms and having your documents ready just makes everything easier.
Absolutely.
And think about taking money out. A withdrawal, a simple, I'd like to make a withdrawal, please, is usually the start. And then they'll ask how much, maybe have you fill out a little withdrawal slip or direct you to use your debit card at the ATM. It's about recognizing that sequence.
Right, anticipating the next step. And maybe one more, what if you see a charge you don't recognize on your statement?
Oh, yeah, that happens.
You'd probably start with something like, excuse me, I have a question about a recent transaction.
Yeah.
They might then ask to see your transaction history or suggest you fill out a dispute form if you think it's an error.
Okay, dispute form. Good one to know.
Yeah. The point across all these scenarios is the same, really. Confident banking communication often comes down to anticipating these common interactions and just being ready with the right words and, importantly, the right documents.
Okay, so wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener? This deep dive, looking closely at what seems like simple audio, it's really been about empowering you, giving you that specific high-impact language, and helping you understand the critical flow for these essential real-world bank interactions. It's not just about memorizing vocabulary lists. It's about truly getting how these words fit into a clear, precise, polite conversation that, well, helps you get things done quickly and accurately.
Exactly. You know, knowledge is great, but it's most valuable when you can actually apply it. So this wasn't just about learning new words. It was about building genuine confidence. Confidence for using this knowledge in real life, turning something that might feel, I don't know, intimidating into just a straightforward task you need to do.
Well said. And just to leave you with a final thought, something that came up in our source material, it made the point that achieving fluency or mastery in any skill, really, it isn't usually a single big event. It's more the result of consistent, daily effort. It's about just showing up day after day.
The small steps.
Yeah, the small steps. So here's something to think about. How could applying that principle, that idea of daily showing up in small, practical ways, help you build confidence and mastery in other areas? Maybe it's reviewing a bank statement regularly, practicing a phrase, even just listening more closely to conversations around you. How can that consistent, small effort build confidence beyond just banking or language learning? Something for you to consider until our next deep dive.